Hey guys, welcome back to yet another Tutorial Thursday. If you're new here, welcome. Let me just shortly explain what we're doing here. We kind of have a thing going here in my little cave in the garden where we every Thursday tie some sort of fly for saltwater fishing, mostly. I'm guessing I could do some pike flies if there's enough demand for it. So if you would like to see some pike flies anytime, then feel free to write me down in the comments. And welcome to the cave, and cheers to all you other guys sitting out there in your living rooms or wherever you're sitting right now with your beer, Coke, whatever. Not this kind of Coke, but beverage. Today we will be tying this, whoops, wrong hand, this little ragworm, and I kind of don't like tying these. I find it rather boring. As do I find it rather boring to fish these, because if you wanna imitate a worm in the water, you kind of have to strip it in really slow. Well, the tying part is not that exciting either, so why don't we just get straight to it and tie this ragworm. Okay, so let's get this one done. You want to use a good strong tying thread for this one. The one I'm using here is 50 denier from Vises. Really strong and good thread. And this shouldn't take all that long. So just get a base layer going here. Just like this. Then make a dubbing loop. Fairly long one. You'll see why in a minute. Secure that. Get that up on top of your hook here. Like so. Get that dubbing wheel mounted. Then what you want to do is you want to grab some dubbing. In this case I have mixed 3 dubbings, and this is STF in golden honey, some Senio's laser dub in dark tan, and again some Senio's laser dub in black, to kind of imitate these colors these worms have. But you can tie these in all black or whatever color you prefer. Take a small amount, place it in the dubbing loop, just like this, and you will want to fill up the entire dubbing loop, so just take your time with it, and don't take too much either, because you will be doubling this loop in a second. Show you what I mean. Get a bit more in there. This is also why you want a good strong tying thread. Just like that. Let me get the tying thread out of the way here. Spin that up. Then get all these fibers brushed out. This might be the most time-consuming part of the entire tie, brushing this out. Spin it some more. Want it really tight. Like so. Now what you want to do is you want to kind of find the middle here on this rope thing. Grab it here, approximately on the middle, and fold it back over itself like this, and then let it go. Maybe you even have to help a little bit. And what that'll do is twist it up on itself. Get this off. So what you're left with is a really strong, thick and juicy tail for this worm. Then you just want to tie that in on the top of the hook here. Like that. And that isn't going anywhere, so that's why you want the stronger tying thread, so you don't pull it apart when spinning it, and also that it won't get torn apart when hopefully a fish grabs this. Just brush this out a bit, like that. Then grab some kind of shellback material. In this case, this is thin skin, it's called. This is the color brown because that's the color I have lying around. But I guess you could tie this without this as well, and it would work just fine. I just think that it looks pretty cool. So get that one piece on top. This can be a bit tricky. Just take your time with it. Like this, and you want to tie it all the way back to where you tied in that tail. So just lift it up and have a look. It should be around here. Turn the fly over. Do the same thing on the bottom. This is so annoying. This is why I don't like tying these. Here we go. All the way back to that tie-in point, which is there. Turn that back around. Make sure everything sits. It's looking good. Grab yourself a piece of mono or some kind of fishing line you have lying around for the rib. Get that on there. Nice and tight. that off. Alright, now we are ready for the dubbing in the front part here. So I guess you could make another dubbing loop and get it on that way, but you will be securing it with this thin skin. So I'll just dub it straight onto my thread here. Start at the eye as I always do. Kind of predetermine that taper already. You know, if you look at these worms, they are kind of, well, they are tapered. So the head part will be a bit thicker. Get a good layer going here. We'll pull a lot of it out afterwards. I guess it's a good idea to make a good amount of this mixed dubbing and then tie up a few, so you end up with a row of worms in the same color if you have OCD like me. Because it's kind of hard to mix 3 dubbings so they look exactly the same every time. But then again, neither does nature, so feel free to do whatever you want. I just want things to look nice and neat in my box, if the flies ever end up in there. A nice fat juicy head here for the trouts to chew on. Just like that. Leave a little bit of room up in front here for the rib and for the thin skin here. Grab one piece. You know what? Maybe I just want to brush this out already. Make it easier afterwards. So yeah, that's what I'll do. Brush it out to both sides. Top and bottom. So now you're left with a really weird haircut looking like this. Then fold this over. Put that down. Oops. Careful not to catch too many of the hairs. This will imitate these small legs on the side of the worm. Flip this over, do the same thing again. Get that nice and secure on there. Just for good measure, get some more dubbing out here. It's way more easy right now with the sides open like this. go. Keep it out to the sides like this. Then get your rib. Get that going. First turn is always the hardest, I think. And then just slowly work your way through this jungle of dubbing. Get my pliers here to get a bit more control. Really pull down on it. And then just, it kind of helps if you have your dubbing needle to pull the fibers a bit to the side here. That. Just slowly work your way. Let's see how that looks on the bottom there. Not too bad. Turn here. Yep. Secure that rib. Trim that off. Before I do anything here, I just want to plug out some more dubbing. Fibers you may have caught with that rib. Just get those out again. Okay. Now what you can do up in front here is you can tie all the way up to the eye of the hook, like this, and then fold this back. Oh, I think it needs a bit more. There we go. Fold this back, tie on top of that again, kind of make a small head here, and also really secure this thin skin. Grab this, pull it good on it when you cut it off, so this snip will kind of pull itself back in under the thread and making a neater head. Pull on it, cut that off. Clean it up a bit. Make yourself a whip finish. Or two. Now this is a white thread and it looks kind of silly on the brown here, but you can either tie this with a brown thread or you can color it with a Sharpie, which I will be doing. And I actually think I forgot that inside, but so you'll just have to imagine that. So now what you're left with is, show it from the top here, a head that looks kind of like the real deal. These might even be a bit too long, so what you can do, you don't want to cut these off, it looks too weird, so just pluck out these fibers with your fingers, which will give you a natural taper to it. Kind of like this. And that there is your finished ragworm. So that was it for today, guys. Super simple. And I guess this one could catch some fish. I don't know if I should try it out because of that boring part. I don't wanna be falling asleep out on the water. I want a bit more action, you know, like. I'm sorry. Feel free to try it out. Let me know how it worked out for you, and I guess I will see you a lot next week. Hello, fishies. Would you like me to catch you? Yes, we would like to be catched. Yes, please. I'm going to catch you then. Yes. Tutorial Thursday. Oh man. It's a good one. It's a good one. Does anybody of you guys out there do this as well? Listen to the clicking noise of your reels? I do it all the time. It's just a sexy noise, I think. You're probably right. Maybe I should go fishing. It's been a while. You know what? Whenever I do this, you kinda... If you want this to work correctly, you have to keep your tongue out the entire way when I'm covering up the camera, like this. This is slow motion. Very important with the tongue.